All right, Greg, tell me what you got here.
All right, so we got a Whirlpool chest freezer. You got a fish tank filter in the bottom. Like I said, we put Flex Seal tape all around it and silicone so that it doesn't leak at all. And just plug it in. And you can already see we got about 2 or 3 inches of ice on the side. And it takes a day or two and the whole top freezes over. If I leave it plugged in much longer than that, it turns into a solid block, so I have to monitor it pretty good. But before I get in, obviously, I unplug it.
Because electrocution's not fun.
Yeah, it's grounded and it can electrocute me, but I'm not an electrician, and I'm not gonna find out. We'll just unplug it. And I take this crowbar and just break up the edge. Looks like a lot of work, but once you get the first section, it breaks up pretty easy.
So why do you do that and not just jump in the hole?
Because what I've noticed is the hole just gets smaller and smaller, and then it's like pushing on my shoulders, and it's harder. Okay. It's harder to get in and out.
So do you talk while you're in there, or do you stay quiet?
I
focus on your breathing.
Just focus on my breathing.
Yeah.
You know, what I do is I set my timer to 3 minutes and 15 seconds. So
you got a 15-second
I got a
lead in.
15-second window to get in and get started. And again, I try and just the mental side of it, not try and have any kind of like emotional reaction, wincing or gasping or any of that. I just try and do it slow and controlled and smooth. Go in, dunk our head, like I talked about. And then after like 30 seconds, you're good to kind of chill out and talk. I could have a conversation now and be comfortable. If I'm out here by myself, I usually do, there's like some, Wim Hof is a cold water expert. He does some breathing techniques, or like breath of fire. You just breathe in and out of your nose really fast. And try and like hyperventilate your lungs and get a lot of oxygen going. It just kind of gives the whole experience a little more intensity. But when I have kids out here yelling and carrying on,
yeah,
a lot of times it's hard to find that zen place. I have to send them inside.
What have you gotten used to the head dunk, or is it?
You know, once you're up to your neck, the quick head dunk, I don't find really makes a difference.
Okay.
So the blog I was reading says it's good for your pineal gland. And if you want any further details on that, you'll have to search Google, because I don't know what it does. But the guy's very interesting. He has a lot of like biohacks and health stuff that he puts out on Instagram. So I figured I'd start giving that a try.
So you're freaking me out a little bit. I did that. I was in 50-degree water, and for about the first 4 minutes, like I couldn't, like no one could talk to me.
Yeah.
I didn't want to talk to anybody. I just wanted to think about the fact that I was in pain. Like, how are you able to carry on a conversation?
This is no different than any other aspect of fitness. The more you do it, the more control you have, the easier it is. You know, like I was no different than anyone else. As soon as I started getting in here, it's like, you know, and like dramatically responding to it, both mentally, emotionally, and physiologically. Like my body would be like just I'd be shivering like quickly, and that's something I try and do too. Is I find if I do like good, strong breathing exercises, I don't shiver. So now that I'm just sitting here talking, hanging out, and I'm not very focused, I can feel a little jittery. Like I feel the shivers coming on. So
Well,
it's
your
just
3
interesting.
minutes is up.
Oh, there it is.
All right. Well, I know we talked about 1 minute, but your timer is set for 2.
Yep. All right. So like we talked about, you can do anything on this earth for 2 minutes. So you got 10 seconds to get in. There you go. Nice and controlled breathing. You're already halfway done. Sorry. Less than 30 seconds. Awesome job. What do you have to say about that?
I didn't really know what to expect. I feel like I had about 2 more minutes before I could have got past the pain.
Mm-hmm.
And then I could have set in. I felt like the last minute was worse than the first. I am absolutely tingling all over my body. I've been there before, but it took a long time in the other cold water. Just massive, rapid acceleration of what I've experienced before being in cold water. I mean, that's, I guess, what 20 degrees less will do.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
yeah, that was intense.